Right now, controversy is swirling in the city of Tampa. The city's code enforcement director suspended as state investigators look into his actions.
Yeah, Keith O'Connor is not just any city official. He is the husband of Tampa's former police chief who stepped down herself after a separate controversy. Keith O'Connor's attorney says this involves an allegation of cashing in a lottery ticket wrongfully.
10 Tampa Bay News reporter Miguel Octavio spoke to his attorney about that and also asked him about a city employee who was also recently suspended.
Aubrey Pierce has an extensive history of arrests, including for felonies. Most recently in August, bribery by a public servant and grand theft. In a letter to a judge more than 10 years ago, asking for his release, he wrote he has a good job waiting on him thanks to the help of then Major Keith O'Connor of the Tampa Police Department. O'Connor is now under investigation from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement over what his attorney says involves cashing in a lottery ticket.
No, he absolutely didn't do anything wrong. Some people say, listen, if you help somebody on the street, you shouldn't do that.
Attorney Ralph Fernandez says FDLE seized O'Connor's phone and therefore he cannot respond to all questions, but he did share O'Connor and Pierce knew each other and that so far O'Connor hasn't profited off of this.
He did a favor, perhaps. He didn't get a nickel. He reported it as income. He's going to be taxed in his tax bracket more than what they retain, but he's O'Connor.
Fernandez believes that's what this story is about, considering his wife was also embroiled in controversy nearly 3 years ago.
I'm hoping that you'll just let us go tonight.
And instead of ever saying, in fairness, that they were stellar cops, they were heroic in their risk pattern that they took while serving in blue, they address only that day's event.
That is Miguel Octavio reporting that the city says both O'Connor and Pierce are suspended with pay. And to be clear here, O'Connor's not facing any charges. We also reached out to the FDLE for comment on this, and we're waiting for a response. You may recognize Keith O'Connor's wife, Mary O'Connor. She was the former chief of Tampa Police, but resigned in December of 2022, just months after she was hired for the job. It all happened because of this traffic stop on her golf cart in 2022. In the video, O'Connor showed the Pinellas County deputy her credentials and told him she was the police chief in Tampa, saying, quote, "I hope you let us go tonight." O'Connor later resigned, saying she realized how the matter could be viewed as inappropriate, but it was certainly not her intent.